Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Shagun. Good, how are you? Looks like this was a nice trade here. Dogecoin? Oh, Dogecoin. Going to the moon. So 57. Hey, good morning, Pervy. But Blrx pretty strong. We'll see if it sets up later. Oh wow. Whoa. What happened there? It's a crazy pullback. Halted. Hey Grudas 369. Good morning. LCP, very huge move. Not pulling back at all. This could pull back, set up later. That'll look nice for a little entry. I think PRPO will give us an hourly reversal. The daily chart is really extended. But it might gonna be in an hour or two. I might take a short here through 183. Stop at 188. So 188 stop here. It didn't quite break the 183 there, but let's see. Alright. So it took a stop there. Didn't exactly break out, but what I saw was the inverted cup and handle here. Maybe a break in test of 175. But took a small loss there. For $54. It broke 188. Hit my stop. So still a lot of strength to this. So COCP is pretty extended. I think it needs to pull back to like 175 or so before going higher. Yeah, PRPO is gonna get tricky. If it does become a buy, it might pop up right now and then holds 726 as support. But I'm leaning more on the short side for this. Oh, so it might be a. So there's a little break, attempted break on the 720. So I'm leaning more on a short because it's extended on the daily. And I'm looking for an hourly reversal. One more Indeno. Oh, nice. You take it up here. I mean, I was watching that spot as well. Looks like a decent spot. I think what it needs to do is consolidate here a little longer, and then I think it'll break the hourly chart. So we wait until this hourly candle close, which is in like 30 minutes, if it consolidates around here. And then we get a break of that. I think it can go back to like $5. It's way extended. I took my second vaccine shot yesterday, so I feel a little tired. So we'll see how much energy I have. Might end the stream early. But I think this VWAP rejection, yeah, I think it's gonna go lower right now. I don't have locates ready, so yeah. But ideally, it consolidates until the hourly close. But yeah, it's too extended on the 15-minute chart. Yeah. Oh, right. Oh, there you go. There's the crash. Are you still in it? Yeah. I had a feeling it'll crash like this, but I was waiting for another hour. Yeah, I think you're good. It's gonna go back to $5. Nice trade. I almost grabbed 1,000 shares there, but I didn't locate them. It would have been 29 bucks for 1,000 shares on trade 0. It was not bad. I think it was cheaper than yours. Yeah, Pervy, you had to look at multiple time frames. So on the daily chart, it's extended, way extended. The hourly chart, it broke down a little too early for me to go in, so I didn't take it there. Had it kind of consolidated for like after this hourly candle close, which is the next hour, like the next 35 minutes, and then the break of that, I think that would have got me in more confidently. Right now it looks a little bit extended. On the 15-minute chart, you just got three candles, so I think you're gonna have a bounce here. So it's probably good to take some profits, but Yeah, it's probably gonna find support on low of the day, 620. It could break through it, but I think more likely it might bounce. But it is a bear flag, right? So that measured move would be like $5 or something, 550. Yeah, but I think this was a decent signal because you had that VWAP push rejection there. So we got some new buyers, and then you got the inverted cup and handle, potentially a spot there. But yeah, I wasn't ready for those. COCP is getting a little bit extended as well. Additionally, yeah, it was pretty crazy. It's so crazy, it went dark. Yeah, COCP looks like, yeah, super unusual volume. Might be some pump going on there. So I took a short on it earlier, took a $54 loss. Went in a little early, didn't break my cup line. So that 183. So it was an inverted cup and handle. I was looking for a 5-minute test. Didn't exactly break the 183 there, and hit my stop and stopped out. We might get a reversal here. We'll see what it does, but hopefully we see a correction to the 5-minute chart soon. It's around 195. So what? No, I didn't have any Dogecoin. I did deposit a few in the crypto like a few weeks ago, and then I took it out because there's like no good charting platform. So, and it wasn't good to day trade because there's like a lot of transaction fees. So it was either you kind of buy and hold type thing or play on a larger time frame, like the hourly chart or daily chart. But yeah, I didn't like the charting platform and the feel of it, so I just took my money out. Yeah, I took it when I took my money out right when everything started running, like 3 weeks ago or something. $212. Okay. I was debating to take that to 212 now, but it's okay. It could have been a 217 stop. Alright, so no signal there. HBP, check that out. Oh yeah, that's a huge move. I was kind of watching on this trend line break. It broke out and then it held. What's this? Is it flat? Okay, so it's 516 breakout. So nice little cup and handle there for me. So PRPO went a low of 592. It's a pretty nice spot there. Wish I grabbed some, but nice trade, Daniel. I think MNMD is probably gonna get a 330 test. That's short sale restriction. I don't have borrows in my TOS. And it's a little expensive. It's like 4 cents per share. I'll probably pass on this, but I think this is gonna pull back right now. It's like a big inverted cup and handle for me on the 5-minute chart. Just broke down. 330, 340 tests on this pullback. VWAP is just right underneath though, so it needs to get through that, but I don't know, it looks decent. So VXRT, a lot of weakness here. It's like it broke a trend line here. REED, big spike here, 1.5 million volume in a single bar. The Blrx is fading back down to the hourly chart here. So resume. $0.7 per share. That's a bigger red candle there. I think it could probably pull back to one. $17 for 1,000 shares. $35 break. There's 135 break. Alright, so VXRT looks pretty good. I think it might have been a short trap here, so might get a little bounce here, but daily chart looks doesn't look too good. But I think shorts might have gotten some here, so I think if it curls to a higher low and break this flag, I could take it for a short scalp to maybe to the hourly chart retest. But also I think if it breaks 880, I think it's probably done. So far it's holding higher lows here. These are all like higher lows. If it actually does this and break, it's going to be the first lower low, and I think it's going to go back down. VXRT, 1.5 cents per share, not bad. But let's see in the daily chart. Yeah, the daily chart is pulled back. It corrected itself already, so you can see it was extended right here, and it pulled back right to the 90 MA. So yeah, I'm not sure if we'll get some more downside, or we might get a little bounce. I mean, I guess it did bounce pre-market off this daily 90 MA. You opened over here, up here, so it did bounce after hours or pre-market. But yeah, it does look. Looks like it could still go both ways, but let's see what it does. Like if it breaks 880, I'll probably take it. But if it like recovers and goes higher, I'll probably stop right away and flip long. It might get a little squeezed up above VWAP and then to the 9 hourly chart. Yeah, COCP I think looks a little weird. Like almost every dip is getting like straight up bought into. So VXRT, I'm gonna watch this. If it breaks 880, I'm gonna take it short. But I think this can go both ways. If it breaks 880 and doesn't like have a huge flush down and actually recovers 880 as support, I'm gonna flip long. I mean shorts are trapped. But definitely I'm gonna take that 880 break. Well, it does have SSR on, so it's gonna be tricky. Hey, Oscar. Oh, Oscar and Groodles, you guys are the same person? It's funny. Alright, so there's a little mini flag break here on VXRT. So that's a potential buy spot there. You could risk 880. But if this gets rejected and goes back down, squeeze fails, goes back down, 880, lower high, I'll take that. But yeah, it looks like it's gonna go to the upside for a bit on this flag break. Wow. HBP spiked up and back down to where it was. Alright. So VWAP here is 902. What do I have on Stream Deck? It's just like my OBS stuff, like switching scenes. No, there's only a few scenes that I use, but I have multiple scenes on there. And then like mute mic. I have one for like my lights. These lights. Yeah, there's nothing on the trading on here though. I have one for opening my trading platform and stuff, but yeah. So VXRT, if it gives a bounce here, hopefully it gives a bounce here, and then breaks through. Yeah, so it looks weak, but it can still go both ways. So it really needs to break 880 or break like 9. But I'm leaning more on the short side. But SSR is on, so it's gonna be not an easy short. You have to go in a little early. So 883. So this low here was 883. Let's see. Alright, thanks, Kudos, for tuning in. Later. So if this put a lower higher, it's going to be where my stop is at. I'm going to try to take this trade, but it's going to be... I have to go in early. This. But it does have to break 880 though. Alright, so I took some there. So I have a 884 average, 1,000 shares. Alright, so here's trying to get to 880 right now. Alright, so it bounced off 880 there. I still am holding my 1,000 shares at 80 or 884 average on VXRT. It got me in there at 884, but it really needs to be 880 here. If it bounce, might have to downsize. It might be one more bounce before going lower. I do this, but it could break here. Let's see what it does. It's right on 880. All right, so we got through it. I have 1,500 shares. All right, so nice short there. It's gonna cover a little bit here on this first flush. So right now you might have some support at 65 is right on it. So I'll cover about a third on this 671 area. Yeah. So the hourly tested above, so it looks alright to go lower, but let's see what it does. So here's the bounce. As long as this holds a lower high, should be alright. Alright, let's see if we get another leg down. So that was the 1 minute test on the upside there. So let's see what it does here. So 880 is the resistance now. If it actually holds like a higher low and breaks 880, I'm probably gonna have to take it off. It might do that because the 5 minutes right here. But ideally we want to kind of consolidate and create like an inverted cup handle and break down, go lower. But I'm gonna watch here kind of carefully. If it does anything funny, I'm gonna take more off. I'm still holding 1,000 shares. I have 1,500 shares around 884 on this break. I covered 500 shares around 670 or 870. I'm gonna see how it reacts here. If there's a higher low here, I'm gonna take more off. Alright, so I took some more off there, just to play safe a little bit. So that's a 1 minute higher low forming. So it needs to stay below 880. That's the breakdown level. Alright, so that's a penny lower high there. So 2 days gonna happen. It's starting to do another higher low here. It might break 880. It might take me out, but it might do a test on the 5-minute chart and get rejected and then make me go lower. Or it'll break this kind of flag line and go lower right now. So it needs to go lower right now. If it doesn't, I'm probably gonna take it off and I'll look to re-enter it later. I don't want to get squeezed out here over 880. So 73, so it needs to break 870. So I re-added just a little bit there, like 400 shares or 200, 300 shares. My stop's gonna be 880. 6. So good ads so far. Let's see if we get another leg down. So I'm back at 1500 shares. I re-added my position there. After 680 was confirmed resistance. Alright, nice. So cover 500 shares there. So I broke down the prior pivot low here, so we might see low days pretty soon. It is getting quite extended, so and then we have this wick right now, so let's see what happens. But I'm gonna move my stop just right above the EMA line. My average went down to 877. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this wick. Uh, 668. Alright, so that's a good move. I have 700 shares. I just took a little bit more there in case it bounced here. But... let's see what the day looks. Alright, so the next hour has printed. The low of that's 860. $15-minute looks extended. 5-minute looks extended. So we'll see what happens here. I might just cover the rest. Yeah. Alright, so I just covered the rest there. Just gonna call it. I think that was a decent trade. So here I can show my trade 0. So I made 264 from this. Like I mentioned, there was a nice triangle break here. There might have been a fail flag. So this was a fail flag. Then you have this triangle break. After that fail flag, you got that inverted cup and handle. So I went in there, 1500 shares, cover a third there, and then cover a little bit more here, but then I re-added, and then I covered a bit here. It looks like it might bounce a little bit, but I'm happy with that trade. I'm all out. All right. All right, CLCP non-stop. Definitely increase in volume here. Let's see, do we have any daily levels? All right, so it's going towards this $3 level. $304 area. But the volume today is huge. What did you trade, Pervy? CLCP? Oh, Fami? Hey, buy the dip. Yeah, Fami. I traded this a few times. It's a pretty good trader. Today doesn't look good. Looks like a pullback day is under the hourly under VWAP. CLCP. I think you get an interesting short later. It's getting extended. But I definitely don't want to be early on this one. Alright, so there's the pullback. Let's see if we can create an inverted cup and handle here. It needs a nice little bounce here. I'm not going to short into this weakness. So like a few candle bounce, and then I'll look for a short. Stim. Yeah, stim looks interesting. Only thing is a little bit extended on the 15-minute chart. So it might pull back below 12. So it went a little too early there, so I'm not gonna take it. Had a 1.5 candle bounce, but so VXRT, nice covers there. Looks like it bounced. We'll see what it does. RG is starting to break down here. HBP. I think HBP will give us a short. Maybe the next hour. Just something like this. Maybe break $5. $4.90. Yeah, sucks the OCP didn't give us a signal on either side. There's a potential early signal here on the short side, but I wanted a few more candles. I mean, I shorted these before, and sometimes I get wicked out and then it goes higher. So I don't want to make that mistake again. The VXRT, since it's overextended, we might potentially get another VWAP test. Or maybe an 880 push. So if this actually kind of consolidate a little longer, make a higher low around here, breaks this trend line and breaks 880, I think we can get another test on $9 or $9.10. But definitely you don't want to stay long because it's extended. On the bigger time frame, I think it's still short. It's probably gonna go lower, but you might get like a small correction on the upside before going lower. And I think that that 880 push, maybe 878. Like one more curl here, higher lows. So something like this, bounce off this trend line and break 880. I might take it for a small scalp, but let's see what happens if it sets up or not. All right, so it looks pretty weak. All right, so we might get another leg down. So it's gonna do two things: either a lower high here, inverted cup and handle, or it sets up a cup handle on the inside upside. So either 1 or 2. But I think something's gonna happen pretty soon. Yeah, CLCP is done. It's overextended. It tested the 5-minute chart right now, so you might get a little bounce here. But it is extended on the 15-minute chart, so I'm gonna expect this to go back down to 210, 220 in the next 30 minutes. Oh, yeah, I feel pretty tired from the second vaccine shot, so I'm gonna call it early today and go back to bed. So yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in. Just a small recap for this morning action. I took a loss on CP short earlier in the morning. It was at this spot here. There was like an inverted cup and handle forming. Didn't exactly break that 283 level, but I took it there and it stopped out when it hit the prior handle high there for $50 loss, $54 loss. And then my other trade was on my trade zero account. I took a short on VXRT. So there's a fail flag here. It broke and it failed to break higher. So I was looking for an inverted cup and handle to form and the break of that flag line, a lower flag line. And I took 1,500 shares, covered a third there, re-added and covered the rest at 860s. And it looks like it's going to go lower at this moment. But that was for a $264 win. So up a total of 210 this morning. So I'm going to keep that and just going to go back to bed for now. See what else forms later in the afternoon. But yeah. Yeah, thank you for tuning in. Appreciate it. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right. Bye, guys.